Anybody going through depression, try to sit down in silence right now. You're going to try to get up and walk around because you're running from your thoughts. You're running from your emotions. Some things, you got to grow from, and then once you get through it, you're going to be happy. It's stuff right now that I remember going through, and I was just like, I can't have this change. I don't even want to go through this. I wish I never went through this. Like, oh my gosh, like, why did this happen in my life? I wouldn't give that up for nothing. I wouldn't quit for nothing. If a thought crossed my head about quitting, I say, nigga, you been a pussy. There shouldn't be no excuses. Blame yourself for everything. I don't care what happened to you. I don't care if you went outside and you got in a wreck today. Blame yourself for it. You got up and you went outside. Go around the world like you know nothing and you'll learn it all. Grown-ups are just big-ass kids playing grown-up. No bull.
Streamers University where they was all right.
Exactly. No bull. Your boy got it made, bro. Javante and Lamont Roach. Woo! I could have 10,000 people in my face telling me to quit music. I'm not going to stop.
We recorded for about 2 hours.
What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the DCL podcast. We back here today with YV Fendi, one of my childhood friends and artist in the Dallas, Texas area, and he's here to share his story. Without further ado, let's get right into it.
Fendi, I already know what it is. No bull.
Hey, sir, let them know a little bit about yourself, man.
My name is YV Fendi. I'm a Dallas artist. I ain't even label myself this, but they done labeled me a spiritual rapper. I like to make music about self-improvement, about growing, about, real obstacles that you got to go through in life, whether it's ups, whether it's downs. I got so many different flows just to come with that and bringing that, so I'm bringing a lot to the table when it comes to my music. Working in the process of working right now, so I'm working and doing music. I'm a music star, I'm a rock star, whatever you want to call it. Like, yeah, for sure.
What got you into music? What was the first time you made your first song, or what got you into it?
I start from what got me into it. Okay, boom. I was like, this no exaggeration, like 4, 5, and my grandma had these tapes, and the people know me, if y'all know me in this motherfucker, y'all know, people get confused and people be surprised when I tell them, my favorite artist, not my favorite rapper, not, my favorite artist, it's Chris Brown, because, my grandma had these tapes, and, I started off on, Crisscross, Michael Jackson, she'll just have them in there, and I'd be sitting in the room, Crisscross, Michael Jackson, Chris Brown, that's why he was one of my favorite artists, because, it would be, on tapes, literally you put the tape in there, you could watch Chris Brown on the tape, he had a lot of songs on there. She didn't really just have, the Tupac and stuff, but I got on that, at a very young age, too, 6, 7, 5, the same age, Lil Wayne was my, now Lil Wayne, I say, I don't know how I just got on him so heavy, I can't really just remember, where, that just essence came from. I know it was the same age that I just gave y'all 4 or 5, but I was a big, like I say, Chris Brown is my favorite artist, but Lil Wayne is my favorite rapper of all time. He got me into music, wanting to rap and just rap on stage. My auntie got old videos of me rapping in the living room, his lyrics and stuff, just acting like it's my song, whatever the case may be, and just really growing up and having headphones in, and I don't know if y'all do this, but growing up as a kid, when I put headphones on, I would imagine myself in a music video. I'd be rapping on stage and be doing all this stuff. So just continuing to have that visualization in my head, it kind of just grew on me my whole life. And then I made my first song 2020. I made my first song on the actual thing, rather than I used to rap on I had a track phone when I was young. This kid though, and press recording, and my grandma had this music choice thing, the instrumentals on there, I used to rap on mindless behavior beats. We used to look up beats on YouTube. Put the
bro, that's all.
Yeah, on music choice. Music choice only had so many different instrumentals. So the mindless beat, the dun-dun-dun. I used to be going to Mars eating Pop-Tarts. That's how young I was. That bar that don't make no sense. And that's the one bar I remember. Going to Mars eating Pop-Tarts. No bullshit. So nigga be rapping on a whole bunch of different instrumentals as far as whatever selection they had on music choice. And then when we got a little bit older, we still had track phones. It's probably 9. We'll choose different instrumentals and put the phone up to each other, put the other one, and then rap. So I kind of been rapping my whole life. It's crazy because people and I knew I wanted to do music my whole life, but then it didn't really just hit till probably 2, 3 years ago. Probably 3 years ago. I was bro, music has been a product of me my whole life. I can show y'all a picture right now on my phone of me being young with headphones on it. Show you back to back pictures of just me having headphones on. I always endorsed the music. Music is really a medicine for the ears. It really heals you through a lot of things. Music is a frequency. It's a vibration that it gives off to you, and we all consume that vibration. We all consume that frequency, and it changes our emotions on a different level. You can listen to a song when you're going through something that can heal you. You can listen to a song when you mad and somebody can play a beat to where you can relate to get that rage out of you. You can listen to a song where, you're trying to hustle and you're trying to get to it and then motivate you. You can listen to a song where you want to just relax and kick back and just, it got a song for everything. music is medicine for the ears, and it's natural medicine, not the bullshit they be selling y'all in pharmacies.
I heard you mention visualization, which is something that I know is very important. Just being able to visualize where you want to be in life. You know, I do therapy work and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But you visualize, your mind doesn't know the difference between what you visualize and what really goes on. So when you're visualizing these things, when you're visualizing these things, you're really putting yourself in that moment, you know. So I think that's definitely powerful that you were able to mention that. But what made you really choose that turn of rapping about something positive? You mentioned
vibrations and frequencies.
You mentioned vibrations, yeah.
Okay, like this is not what just got me doing it, but like X mentions this stuff. Like once if you learn the different hertz, and like I'm still learning it myself. I'm still a beginner and learning beats and music myself. So like I think he said something about like hertz. Now frequency and vibrations, I'm deep on that. Like I'm real deep. But he said something about hertz and different hertz and all that stuff. And it's like it can really like control the mind. It can really like get into the mind, and I won't necessarily say brainwash you, but like he can change your mood and change your feeling just off a certain hertz of the song, and it pushes out a certain vibration to you that you consume. Like everybody consume vibrations and frequencies, and vibrations and frequencies is kind of like the same thing. It just sounds nice to say them both. I ain't gonna count, but like when you get a certain vibration, it can put certain images in your head. Like Chris Brown got a song like where it's called All on Me. Like what he was talking about with the visualizations, like. A vibration can be sent from a song straight through you, and different frequencies can be sent through a song straight to you, and it can put certain images in your head, because music is a beautiful thing. Like I can make music that can put images in your head that can allow you to relate to me from a different point of view. Like even if you've been in a situation different to me, but you can still relate to it from your point of view. Whatever I say, you're going to think about certain terms from your life that caused you to feel this certain way, and it's gonna put a certain image in your head. Like I was explaining earlier, like Chris Brown got a song All on Me, like where he talking about like how it's all on him, whatever he do, whatever he try to, prevail from and get through, like people still look at him and put it on him, You can literally relate yourself to the same situation from a different point of view from your life, and they'll literally send an image to your head. So like, I guess me growing up, when I was listening to music, I was using so many different visualizations in my head that to allow me to connect with a song. Or if I wasn't doing that, I was putting myself in a music video and acting like I'm rapping the song, but that's still a visualization in my head that I was doing. So it just allowed me to connect through so much stuff. And when you can like picture something in your head and use it as a certain connection, like it goes real deep. It goes real deep, for sure.
I feel like what we do creates who we are.
For sure.
So when you young, like you say 5 years old, growing up, putting yourself in those positions, freestyling and imagining those types of things, you create who you are, you creating that confidence. So boom, when you make your first song, you let it feel kind of natural. Feel like this is what you're supposed to do.
And it gets deeper when it's on some stuff where you don't even know you're doing it. You don't even know you're creating this path for you. You just doing it out of the fun of it, but you don't know it's like you sitting in quicksand. Eventually you're going to sink so deep into where you damn near is the quicksand. You mold into it. So I was molding myself like the whole time, not even knowing like this is something I'm going to always knew inside of me. Like I was meant for something bigger. I had that like drive inside of me. Like I got to be something. I felt like everybody had that, but like I had it in me. Like, no, I'm going to be something. But I didn't know like at that young of age, like 5, 6, 4, that I was literally molding myself into music, that like music was literally going to be my life. Like music was going to be everything to me. Like I didn't know that. Just listening to that and molding myself and just more so visualizing, putting myself in these situations to, lead me to where I am now. For sure. Do I believe in God? I believe in God for sure, but not the way they believe in God.
You want to get into that or not?
Everybody got a right to their opinion, and I respect everybody. That's the one thing about spirituality. We don't gotta go by what you go by, but we can still respect what you go by because we understand the bigger picture. I believe God is everything. I believe this is God. I believe this is God. I believe you're God. I believe this light is God. I believe God can only come from one thing, and that's this. Everything. They try to figure out how like the world was started and stuff. They try to figure out how everything begun. And like, if you ever realize this was nothing first and then it became something. That was nothing first and then it became something. So nothing always turns into something. So the answer is nothing. You'll never find an answer for that. Everybody try to do these religious answers and try to find everything to make sense of what they like here for and what they doing here and like this God and that God. But if you not haven't noticed, that God worked for them. They haven't just came to a point where they was like, oh, this God ain't working. Christians, that worked for them. They haven't came to a point where they was like, oh, this God isn't working. Muslims, Allah, he works for them. They haven't came to a point where they like, oh, this God isn't working. Christians was right. Oh, this God, they're going to keep on going because in reality, the true God resides in you. And your thoughts create your reality. How you feel, your emotions create your reality. So whatever you feel is right and whatever you feel is the way, it's going to work for you. But the truth is, it's all you. even if you praying out to something and it's returning to you, you're making that work. You're making that work. Like the small voice in your head that everybody got, that's God. No, boy, I can get deeper into it. You just got to ask me questions. Where do you want to, because I don't want to, be all over the place and they don't get what I'm saying.
How come multiple people from different religions bash other religions? And like you say, that religion worked for them.
Yeah.
Worked for them. That worked for them. So I ultimately got to the point in my life where, I really respect everybody's way of worshiping, whatever they want to worship and things like that. And then also kind of like getting out of the religious manipulation.
It's a trigger effect. That's why they get in the flight mode. When people talk about their different religion, it's going against everything they stand for. And people got a fear of going to hell. People got a fear of thinking something different because it isn't that they're just naturally mad at the person for, oh, you praise da. No, it's a thought that get in their head that they can possibly be right. But once that thought get in their head, it's another thought that say, how are you thinking like that? And they subconsciously think this stuff. So they're not just thinking that like right in front of their face. It's subconsciously thought. So it gets them to a point where they like, well, damn, if I think this and, I can go to hell. They scared of going to hell. As soon as they get that feeling of somebody else's religion getting inside of them and they thinking about it like, well, why they think this right? Why they da-da-da-da? Don't question God. That's that. Don't question God. You feel me? So once that coming apart, they feel like they question God, and then it puts it on them to, oh no, like who said this? I think it was Jamal Rashad. I could be wrong, but he said you could put 10 different people with different religions in a room, and they gonna argue. They're gonna start going back and forth on their religion and why this is right and why this is right. You put 10 people of spirituality in the room, and I don't think he said this, but this is just me just saying it. And they can go off spirituality in a different way. They can do different things. We're gonna communicate. We're going to talk about things that work for us and things that's been, whether we having a hard time with. They're going to talk about things that work for them and things that they having a hard time with. And we're going to find a way to prevail through whatever situation we're going through. But we ain't going to be in that much just arguing and, oh, this and all that, because spirituality is literally like connecting us all. It's all about talking about all of us are guys, all of us reflections of each other. You feel me? If you hate on somebody else, you hate yourself. If you love everybody else, you love yourself. It's all about self-growth. No bullying. We understand that all of us is one. You feel me? Like I say, they say the universe is God itself. And why wouldn't the universe want to experience itself? And that's us. No bull. We wanted to experience ourselves, so we put ourselves in different bodies to experience ourselves. All of us the same person. If he went through everything I went through, the same way I went through it, and reacted to it the same way I went through it, and dealt with it the same way I went through it, and looked at it the same way I went through it, and then made a reaction the same way I did, we'll be the same person. But we could be siblings and go through the same things, but guess what? He's going to handle it differently. He's going to think about it differently. I'm going to handle it differently. I'm going to think about it differently. We could have the same situation right here, and he can look at it differently, and I can look at it my way. That's what makes us different, but in reality, we are the same. Everything that he been through makes him who he is today. Everything that I've been through make me who I am today. But if we went through the same exact things and handled it the same way, we would be the same person.
So I want to touch kind of into your music career. What's your most proudest moment so far?
When I dropped Side by Side, that song get on my nerves now. That song get on my nerves now. I ain't gonna cap. For sure.
To be real with you, I think this was like sometime last year. I don't consume much social media, but like I support my boys and things like that.
Yeah.
I had just went to one of your songs, Focus, bro. When I heard Focus, I was like,
focus. No lack, keep it in motion.
Hop on the beat and I mix it and float it. Up to the top and I'm knowing they know it. Don't rap on beats, I'm something like a poet. Slide down your block, put a holy.
He hopeless.
I have Focus, when I had Focus on in the car, nobody knows that that's not
the studio.
Commercial.
Oh,
like a commercial. You wouldn't even make it in the studio?
Yeah. I mean, they weren't made. It was on the phone.
A song that's made on the phone.
all my songs are made on the phone. Everything that I'm dropping it out, like I could look at this shit. These shit.
Man, Focus sound like it's made in the studio, produced by a major record label.
Yeah, watch this.
I heard Focus. I was like, whoa.
All this came from a phone.
212,000 views. 212,000 streams
from a phone.
From a phone. Crazy.
All this came from a phone, man. And you can't fake streams on Apple Music. You better know that. No bull. So know that.
So everybody making excuses, talking about they only got a phone. What you got to say to them?
People who make excuses just don't like the answer they get. Everybody has the answer. So when you make an excuse, it's because you got that answer and you know what you got to do with it, but you don't like it. So you try to find something easier. You're trying to find an excuse to allow you to be comfortable in the situation you in. So when you make excuses, it's just to allow you to remain comfortable. You don't want to make that change to grow. You don't want to make that change to prevail from whatever situation you're in. You don't want to make that change to find a way to be able to make yourself grow or even be better on the phone, learn and watch YouTube videos on how to master it better, how to make it sound better. You don't want to make that change in studying. You don't want to make that change in finding out the presets you need for your voice. You don't want to make that change. So guess what you do? In result of that, I want to remain comfortable. I don't want to make a change that make me have to go through stress, that make me have to go through feeling tired, that makes me have to go through not knowing the answer right then and there, even though the answer is to grow and look for the answer and find whatever you need to be able to grow in a situation to allow whatever, let's say you're making a song on the phone, to allow that to make you be able to do that. You don't want to make that change, so you find an excuse to allow you to remain comfortable. That's what the excuse is. That's what people have and that's in everything. That ain't just in a phone. That's in life. People who make excuses for themselves, that's why they say, and he a therapist. So he'll even know this. Let's say a relationship therapist. They say, I'm not saying like I say, I'm spiritual, so I know this does not go for every therapist. But what they say is, therapists, like a relationship, they never in a good relationship. They can give the best relationship advice, but they never got a good relationship themselves. Like I said, you always have the answer. It's easier to give somebody the answer than accept the answer yourself and make the changes that you need to make necessary to, be able to grow from that situation and allow yourself to be able to understand what you need to do in your relationship to grow. But they feel the emotions and the certain stress and, the certain, things that they got to go through, whatever, they trying to go through to, get through that. They feel that, so they don't want to do it, so they make excuses. But guess what? It's easier to do. Tell somebody what's right to do. Tell somebody what they need to do. So when it comes to even therapists do it all the time. They can give somebody the answer, but can't give the answer to themselves because it ain't that they can't give themselves the answer. They just don't like the answer, and they want to find a better one that makes them more comfortable going into it. So until then, they'll just sit in that misery, not even knowing that they're in misery because they're comfortable being in it. But it's a scary sight to be comfortable in misery because sometimes you just relaxing that. That's like somebody that's hooked on drinking. Like they could be drinking and they can be going through misery, but they comfortable with it. So you could tell, nah, stop drinking. And they get heated with you. Oh, no, I ain't trying to, nah, da, 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 because they don't see it. But it's a beautiful thing when they can really prevail from that or grow from that and see it. Because once you see it, then not to, when you can see it again and you can watch them certain things. But when you in it and you don't see it, it's scary, bro. It's real scary to be comfortable in misery. Because you can find so many excuses to allow you to sit there. So many excuses. And you don't want that. You do not want that. So if you feel like you're not doing something right, if you feel like you could be doing better with something, but you feel comfortable in it and think that's right, you need to kind of just reevaluate your life, bro, and just look at it for what it is and just kind of grow from that. Because once you grow from that, it gets 10 times easier. I promise you. It gets 10 times easier because them excuses ain't going to get you nowhere. And if you make an excuse for anything, it's something you ain't doing right. Because it shouldn't be no excuses. Blame yourself for everything. I don't care what happened to you. I don't care if you went outside and you got in a wreck today. Blame yourself for it. You got up and you went outside. That's how you look at it. No bull. Blame yourself for everything. You're going to grow. You're going to go way farther. Watch. It sounds stupid, but even if you feel like it's that person's fault, no matter what you could have, you didn't do nothing. Blame yourself for getting cool with them. I don't give a fuck if they was cool in the beginning. Blame yourself. Anything you go through, blame yourself. You're going to grow from it. I promise you.
I think that's powerful because that kind of just shows, the way you look at things, your perspective on certain things definitely impact the way things go. So when I was younger, I caught myself 12, 13 years old, getting a little sad, depressed about things going on in my life, things like that. But once I realized me feeling sorry for myself about these things that I went through or whatever, don't fix the situation.
Exactly.
But the moment that you able to kind of face what you went through, have that accountability with yourself, and then be able to move forward. What can I do now? How can I move forward instead of, all these things happen to me? Getting out that victim mindset that I feel like we get stuck in a lot of times.
Exactly. It ain't about what happened to you. It's about how you deal with it. That's the main thing. And then a lot of times, bro, y'all got to start looking at it and this goes for Christians. Like I said, I'm universal. I look at the universe. But let's say Christians are, okay, I could be going through this. I can speak for the Christians. I could be going through this and all this stuff is being thrown at me. Maybe it's God saying that you're meant for so much more and you got to get all this thrown at you so you can learn from this to let you end up where you need to end up at, to lead you to where you're going to. You won't be able to be suitable or comfortable in the spot that you're headed to if you don't go through these things and learn these things, or like he said, face them childhood traumas that you probably been tucking away deep down in your backpack, you feel me, and not looking at them, you thinking that you better, thinking that you good, and really just take them out and face them, you feel me, and literally learn from everything you need to learn from. You know, you might not be suitable for that point if you can't do that, but God could be literally sending you those and sending you those different obstacles to get you ready for where you headed to. So anything that you go through, blame yourself and deal with it the right way you need to deal with it. No bull. Okay, what can I learn from this? How can I grow from this? What can I do to make this better the next time? Okay, this happened to me. I thank the universe. I thank God. I praise to Allah that this happened to me, because the next time it come around, I know how to deal with it. Okay, if this didn't happen to me, then I would have never did this. And you really got to start paying attention to them certain sequences, like them certain signs, bro. Like, it's a lot of like places that y'all are in right now, and it was some fucked up shit that happened to y'all. Like, let's say a music artist, you've been rapping, boom, you went to work, and this work was just, you know, you was holding on to it. You looked at it like everything, boom, you get fired, right? Then you go home the next day, and you looking for a job, you know, let's say 2 days go by. And then you end up making a song. You know, I'm finna go in the studio. You got a studio in your crib. You make a song. Boom. That song blow up. You would have never made that song if you didn't get fired from your job and they sent you home and you was there them 2 days, because you probably would have been at work that day. Something probably would have happened. Even, it can get so deep with even you losing people. Like, you losing somebody real close to you. You probably would have never went a certain route you went. Or so like I said, I feel like everything happened for a reason. I feel like everything is meant to be and it's leading you to where you need to be. For sure.
That's deep. That's something that I came across a few months ago. You know, just reading the Bible, and that's something that's specifically said in the Bible. For every trial and tribulation that we're going to is literally preparing us to where we need to be. Like, everything we went through, from those traumas, from people dying, from shit happening.
Yeah.
It needed to happen, because I can look back at everything I went through and I'm like, whoa, like, I needed every single experience. Like, I learned that, and now that's helping me and what I'm doing now. Like, and then you just get to see everything full circle, and it's crazy how God work, how this world work, and when you follow what you feel is right, what you know you should be following, then I feel like everything can fall into place. But you know, you just can't be stressing on rushing success, rushing these types of things. That's why I quit rushing it, because let's say I blow up and I get 1 million views on a podcast.
Yeah.
I don't even have a system of monetization to keep that up. You know how people get followers and fall off? It's because people get followers. There's people with millions of views and they're broke. Because they didn't have no way of monetizing those views and no sustainable system. They didn't know that you have to hire editors and hire a marketer and get an LLC, so you got all your ducks in a row and things like that. So it's like everything that I'm going through, even now today, I'm learning.
Exactly. For sure. Like, and some people like who get that success early, like that ain't their destination. They still got more to learn, but that's why we say, like he said, no rushing. You got to be appreciative and really just show appreciation to any situation you're in, because it's like on some stuff like he was just explaining, like they get that success too early and they don't even know how to manage it. So when you working on the success and you going through all these different obstacles and you going through like the small stuff that they kind of go through when they get the big success, when all the eyes on them, you going through it in small steps. You can learn, you can mess up, not all eyes on you. You can be confused at a certain point, not know your next move without all eyes on you. You can learn through so many different situations without all these eyes on you when you're in a certain predicament, you know, and growing and trying to reach that success, rather than you getting it right then and there and all eyes on you, or this is your main income and this is what you need to, you know, eat the next day. You feel me? And you run into them blockages and you run into different things that you ain't know about because you got it too early and now you stuck. So really be appreciative of the journey. That's the main thing. It ain't where you end up at, it's the journey, bro. The journey is the main thing that you need to pay attention to, because once you end up where you end at, you can look back and be like, I went through all of that. And it'll be on some stuff where you like, damn, like, it makes the success feel way much better.
How has your sound or message and your music evolved since when you first started?
I kind of really still be myself in music. When I first started, I was on bullshit. I was making like entertainment music, like nigga hopping out and da-da-da-da, but I wasn't like really just, you know, like taking it, you know, shit. I still had great messages in my music then, but like if you listen to, like, I got an album, Diary of the Visionary. I made that when I was a teenager. There's no violence in that. I'm talking about I ain't never shot a nigga before. I'm really like saying stuff that people don't speak on in their music. I was saying real nigga shit, but like as far as just like how it evolved, I got more into my sound. I got more into who I am. I do anything on the beat, and I express myself more. I kind of just let out certain things more, and I say certain things that, like, you will be like, oh no, somebody wouldn't say that. Somebody wouldn't da-da-da.
Like it's not normal. Like what he making those sounds for?
Exactly. And it be on some stuff where like I say something like, wake up in the morning, I say something like I ain't brush my teeth blunt in the morning. No, wake up, I ain't brush my teeth blunt in the morning. Like I said something like that. Like I said it better, but it was something like that. But like I'm saying stuff that's really going on in my life. I'm saying stuff that's really like, you know, that I was really going through, that I was really growing from. So just more of that, like more than, because back then I try to like, I would say the real, but I just try to say the real in a good way. Like yeah, I speak on the downs, but like just not, I wouldn't get that deep. I wouldn't get that deep as I get now. Like I really just appreciate everything that I've been through, and I just really accept all the downs I've been through and just able to express it without giving a fuck about being judged. Like I really stopped caring less. That's what I did. I stopped caring. Like I stopped caring about what people would think or what people would like do, you know, and it made me free to say anything because they're going to judge anyways. They're going to say what they say anyways. If you hurting yourself more, and this is another thing, you hurting yourself more thinking about and worrying about what people talking about and what people thinking, because you still thinking about it. You still worrying about it. So that's still like they talking about you. That's still like, you like, oh, I'm afraid to do this because if they say this could make me feel this way. But you already feeling it by thinking it. And it hurts more. I promise you it hurts more. So when you just let go of that and allow yourself to release yourself, and that's with any profession, that's with basketball, that's good. You know, you be scared to shoot the three because you scared you're going to miss and scared people going to laugh at you. No, shoot the three. You scared to say what you say. Oh, I can say this, but I don't want people in my business. You know, I don't want to say this on the mic. No, say it. They're going to judge you anyways, like no matter how it is. So once you get that out of your head, and 9 times out of 10, more people going to like it than you think they're going to dislike it. And if they do, it's just building your skin up even more. That's going to make you go even harder. I promise you. It's like energy. Like, and if you let that break you, you weren't meant for it. Like anything you do, if you let anything break you and stop you from, you know, trying to get to where you trying to get to with your main purpose, you weren't meant for it to begin with. Like you quit it then. Like I'll tell you that. If you can't take the heat, quit it. No, boy. I ain't telling nobody to quit though. I'm saying if you can't take the heat, quit it. Like, see, if you can't take this and this make you want to quit, me telling you to quit, it ain't meant for you. I could have 10,000 people in my face telling me to quit music. I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop. You shouldn't stop either. You should allow yourself to say, fuck what they think. I'm finna do what I want to do, and I'm finna make myself happy. You putting yourself first is putting everybody else first. That's around you, that love you, is putting them first. Because if you stop putting yourself first, you're going to end up going downhill. I promise you that. And people going to want to get away from you. But then, you know, you be scared of people thinking you're full of yourself, putting yourself first.
It's cringe until it works.
Exactly.
You got to go through that uncomfortable phase. Yesterday, I just had intrusive thoughts. I was just like walking around the crib like, I want some ice cream. Like, I'm just like, I want some ice cream. But then I pull out the camera and I'm just like jumping up and down talking about I want some ice cream. And you know, it's goofy, it's silly, but it's me being my authentic self. Like,
exactly.
I just want some ice cream. I just want some Bluebell ice cream.
I want some ice cream. I want some ice cream.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. In them moments, nigga, he could have posted that 1 million views.
It could have been a new sound.
Exactly.
Bluebell could have used that as promotion.
Exactly.
I still got the video. I'm probably add it to a vlog. I might make a short out of it, but still, just those little clips of you just being your authentic self is what I'm trying to really work on. Is trying to get out of this. Because that's how it is a lot of times. I wear a lot of different hats, like as a therapist, as a brother. So it's like I try to filter myself sometimes, but that's what I'm trying to get out of, is just being who I am unapologetically. I don't care if my boss see this. I don't care if my little sister see this.
I remember your little sister too. How they doing? I remember
they good. They good. All of them. Man. Yeah. Well, but yeah, I don't care who all see this, man.
And he's speaking on that like me too. Like I'm going through the same thing too. Like I feel like I went through a certain stage of like feeling like people wouldn't understand me or people wouldn't get where I'm coming from, especially like coming from a Christian family and being spiritual. Like I'm standing on the spiritual now. Like they know I'm spiritual for sure. But like even just being my goofy self, my like, you don't know what's coming next for me. Like you don't know what I'm gonna say. You don't know like what I'm gonna do. Like I had to get kind of even comfortable being that around my family. You would think that the family is the easiest to be yourself around, but in reality, you could be yourself around randoms and you know your friends way 10 times easier than you could be yourself around your family, because a lot of times we get caught up in who they used to know. And we try to remain that. We try to remain the person that they used to know, so to make them feel comfortable and make them not look at us like, oh, he trying to be something he not, or who is this, or who is, you know, it could be something good. You could even not even be acting like an asshole. You could not even be acting like somebody that they'll just look at and say, ugh, but you still just try to remain that that same person that they used to know for them to allow them to be comfortable. I don't know, probably because you love them. And then not only that, you being your new self and them reacting to it and getting to learn that, it kind of makes you uncomfortable too. You like, oh, this kind of make me uncomfortable. So you try to remain that person because you feel like, but it's making them comfortable, and it's allowing you to still remain comfortable and not showing them who you are today. But in reality, if you really just look deep within yourself, you're really hurting yourself. Like, you hurting yourself, and it's going to cause you more damage over the long run. So like just what he said, like, I'm learning how to be myself around my family. It's got way better since 2023, but for sure, like that was something that I was going through for sure, just trying to be my authentic self around them. Like, I can easily tell my mama, like you ain't gonna be working on more. This music, like I'm not stopping. Like this me, like, you know, I could do my funny sounds around her. I was always goofy, so that was never like a hassle. But just saying how I think about things and how I look at the world and how I see the world, and you know, it was a whole U-turn from their perspective and how they see the world. So I really had to get used to that. But for sure, like it's something that like when you do start doing it, it feels 10 times better just to walk in, whether it's your mom crib, your grandma crib, who you truly are, and they know like you better adapt to get lost. Like that's just what it is. This is me. We've all vibrations. So when you walk in the room, they gonna get a hold of your vibration. If you don't like it, move around.
Yeah, that's something I'm still, working on myself, is being my true authentic self in every moment. But sometimes I catch myself code switching so much to where I change the way I speak. I change who I am as a person. I change the way I dress. I wouldn't even braid my hair. Like, I wouldn't even braid my hair around when I'm working at law offices and things like that. Like, it's just certain things that I just wouldn't do. Even when I was doing my podcast, like I was doing my podcast back in college when I was code switching, and like I was just real selective on my language, on my opinions, on the things that I said. And now I've just really just learned to kind of grow through all that and just be myself. And what's kind of helped me is just having that confidence. You build that confidence as you go, but also realizing that you can be yourself. Like,
Yeah.
Being yourself is being professional. Really realizing that the professional world is not professional. Like,
exactly.
Professional.
Grown ups are just big ass kids playing grown up. No bull.
Streamers University where they was all right.
Exactly. No bull. So like, how does that work for you though? Have that made you feel like, like more like comfortable within yourself, going through that uncomfortable stage?
Yeah, I can definitely walk and be who I am and still figuring things out. But
exactly, like we are.
Being able to just not care as much. Like, I can post this, I could do this. I don't gotta worry about what nobody think about me. And digital footprint's real, so I ain't bogus putting nothing. But still being able to just not hold back on certain things, and it really does show a difference in your videos. I know y'all can see in my videos me being real. Y'all could tell I'm not reading off a script. I'm not saying what I think you guys want to hear. I'm not
exactly.
But I'm just speaking from my heart and telling you guys how it is. So
exactly.
Yeah.
That's how it's supposed to go. And if you like it, move around. Like, and that's one thing people don't get. Like, it's like they try to say the right things and try to come off the right way, but it's like, bro, you want to attract the audience that you want for you. Don't try to get everybody to like you. Because if you like Mike Tyson said, like, if everybody like you, I hate you. I don't hate y'all, but like, it's on some stuff like, basically what he's trying to say is, if everybody like you, that mean you a people pleaser. You a yes man. Like, you try to get everybody to like you because everybody know. And he could tell you, like, and we're not necessarily saying like they don't like you for being yourself, but everybody is not going to resonate with you. Everybody is not going to say, oh, I want to be friends with that person. I want to be cool with that person if you being your authentic self. Everybody know that. If you truly being yourself, and that ain't nothing bad. Y'all might not go together. Y'all might not just go together. So it be on some stuff like where y'all really got to pay attention to like what y'all trying to attract. Like, okay, boom, you want everybody to like you, want to say all the right stuff. You're going to attract the audience that's going to drain you. They're going to, you're going to end up not being who they want you to be. And at some point, they're going to catch the bluff. They're going to catch the flies. You feel me? So then you're going to drag yourself down rather than you just being yourself, saying what you want to say. And guess what? You might get somebody that come across you and be like, I don't like what he's talking about. I'm going to click off. But guess what? You never wanted them to begin with. You want that person that's going to say, oh, I resonate with this. Oh, I get him. I feel him. He remind me of me. Oh, he said exactly what I was going through. Oh, he got that. I was afraid to say that. I couldn't even speak on it. And he's speaking on a platform. I look up to him. You feel me? And I don't call them fans. Then they really become a genuine supporter. They really become family. You feel me? So it's like you get that court of people that just really mess with you for who you are. And guess what? That can never break. Look at DDG. DDG can say anything. Oh. And his court gonna stick with him. YoungBoy. He can say anything. He can do anything. And his court gonna stick with him. You got to look at all this stuff. And I can speak on some other people who not being they self in the industry, but we ain't trying to cause no, you feel me? But and you see how they fell off. You see how how stuff caught up to him. You see how people look at him. You see how they had that buzz and it went downhill.
It's like, you meet a girl for the first time and you trying to act like someone you not.
Like, we can keep going. We can keep going. Like, I ain't trying to, and I'm not saying that because I'm scared. I just don't like to bash nobody on the, you feel me? Like, for sure. Like, I don't want to do that because they still got to, they got to eat. They got to feed their people for sure. So, but that's just and everything is opinion based. It's an opinion. That don't mean that it's factual. Even it's a fact that a fact is an opinion. No bull. No. If somebody said this, if he was here first, this could have been called a label. Who knows? But it was, since somebody named it a table, it's a fact that it's a table. But that's an opinion still. I still can speak out my opinions, bull, but I ain't gonna try to mess up nobody. But it's factual. I don't think certain people being themselves, and you seen the downfall. You seen it, and y'all could think of whoever y'all think about who just had a downfall. Oh damn, he had a down. He wasn't being himself. And I'm not talking about downs. Everybody can have a down moment and then come back up. But them people who had them, okay, we can speak on this. I don't give a fuck about this shit because these niggas, the Island twins, the Island boys, we can speak on that. You feel me? They not being they self all the way because they kissing each other and being sexual with each other, and they thinking it's gonna get them somewhere. You see they downfall. It ain't, they got off fame without being they self. They got fame without being they self. And then you see where it went. That's a great example. So be yourself, attract your audience that you need to attract for yourself. Whether you can have 1 million people say they don't fuck with what you're doing, still be yourself to strive to get that audience that you need so you can be comfortable when you make it. Yeah, that's all I gotta say.
Beat up on Aiden Ross fight cards.
Oh, by uncle.
Oh, Charleston White. Oh man. Oh man. I ain't gonna lie.
Sure.
Y'all let Uncle beat y'all like
For
that.
sure, he was hitting them with them cross, back to back.
That's what Tyson was supposed to do to Paul.
I feel like
Paul had if Tyson hit him too much, like if Tyson threw too many punches, he wasn't gonna get paid.
Yeah.
yeah.
I was finna say, I feel like Tyson held back. I didn't even really just know that. He just put me on some game. But you see, that's real recognize real. Like, I ain't gonna cap. I feel like Tyson held back. If you see it from I know people say training videos is two different, things. And yeah, I get that and I agree. But at the same time, Tyson was not throwing them bitches how he was throwing them bitches at that mat. You should still see a little bit of that. And when he's holding back, he said he naturally bat his gloves. That's what he do. But he did that back in the day as well because he knew he couldn't be too greedy. So you could say, oh yeah, that's what he naturally do. But if you watch his old boxing shit where he would bite his gloves, he would literally do that when he knew he had to be patient. So in this instance, he was doing it because he knew he had to hold back. He had to be patient with his strength and be patient with all he wanted to do to Jake Paul because that was gonna fuck up Jake Paul's whole legacy. He wouldn't even be able to box no more. That's just what it is. Like, they had more money in a young Jake Paul fighting people and he don't really got to fight no names like that. He don't really got to do too much to get a crowd out. It was way much money in investing in Jake Paul than it was losing to a damn near 70-year-old man. So they wasn't going to allow that to happen. They was going to allow Jake Paul to win so he can keep on fighting. I won't say nobody's because, bro, you got to give Jake Paul credit as where it's due. He was a YouTuber. He didn't start off boxing. He came up, like in a what you call. And I used to watch the everyday Team 10 and Low Gang and all that. So I was a big supporter of that. I watched that damn near every day. So like I seen where he came from. Like you'll never expect somebody like him to be getting in the ring and risking his life like that. So I still give props where props is due. But I still think that some of them, like 3 of them fights were kind of rigged. I like the last one that he just fought with Shabazz. You think it was rigged?
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't watch it. Let me not say that I didn't watch it. I watched the highlights. Okay, so I can't even speak on it.
I wouldn't even say fully rigged. I just think there's a contract. It's entertainment. It's but I ain't gonna lie. Paul got it. Like he's a boxer now. I think he's ranked now or something. I seen him post like he's ranked, but he's a boxer. He's good. He sat down, humbled himself, put himself through years of training, and we don't like every single opponent. It is
that he facing.
Fights, but at the end of the day, that man's a boxer. Like,
and he training like he said. When he get on that weight thing and they weigh him and he make weight, that nigga's at least 200 pounds plus, and he's making what was that, like 100 something? He made like one. That's training. That's real life training. Y'all don't know how it is to. Y'all try to lose 10 pounds.
It drains weight. I used to do wrestling, bro. It ain't easy.
Exactly. You really got to be in that gym. So even if the fights is coming out, he's still putting in that dedication. And yes, like I agree with him. Some of them fights, I like Tyson Woodley. I think that. The type when he knocked Tyson Willie out and he just dropped. I ain't gonna cap, Jake. I don't know about that one. You gotta. There's a couple of them I don't know about. Who else? Andy.
First one,
Which ball? Oh, Nate Robinson.
Nate Robinson. Now, that was real.
Come on.
That was real.
Come on.
That was when he could.
Nate Robinson, bro, I gotta tell you, family. I ain't gonna lie. You was charging at him like a kid. You was letting your emotions get the best of you and that motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie. Hey. You was letting your emotions get the best of him. He was. If it wasn't rigged, because I don't know too much about that. Like I say, see Jake Paul, that's why you gotta be 100, because you get people talking about your fights like this. But I don't know. I'm saying I don't know. I don't know if the mud's not rigged or not. But like I said, I didn't say the three, but it's three that I think that is rigged for sure. But the Andy Silvio one, who else he fought? He fought that wrestler. The wrestler that got kneed to the, y'all know what I'm talking about. He got kneed. He got knocked out the fastest in the UFC. Curly hair. I can't think of him, but I think them three was rigged. Like, I ain't gonna lie, but even Nate Robinson, I got some questions about that. Either he just a kid that can't control his emotions and rushing at you each second and falling on the ground, but boy, he knocked him out like 3 times. I ain't gonna cap, boy. I ain't gonna cap. You know who I want? Nah, I ain't gonna say that. Cause they ain't gonna do it. They not gonna do it. Logan and Jake Paul not gonna fight.
Nah.
But I feel like Logan is a better boxer than Jake Paul, and I think I'm the only one who think that. Like, if he really just put his dedication to it and really just gave it his all, but
Logan faced KSI, right? Jake.
Yeah, but I think KSI ducking though. I think KSI swing wild. I think KSI ducking. Like, I genuinely think that. I don't think like Jake Paul would. Logan fought KSI when he was the man in boxing. When he was the man in the stream, and they tied the first time, which I feel like Logan won. Or maybe it's me being biased. Who knows? But the second fight, Logan still won, but towards the end it was rocky, and then he got that point taken away from him. That kind of notched a lot of things for him in that fight. But I feel like, Oh, so we talking about boxing though. You watch it? How do you watch boxing? You not too religious fun on it?
I only watch Gervonta Tank Davis.
Okay. I was finna ask about that.
So I only watch Gervonta Tank and Earl Spence. Earl Spence.
Yeah.
The Soto native, man.
Yeah, I ain't gonna cap.
So I only watch them. And then the opponents they face. So like now I watch Rolly, now I watch Ryan, now I watch Pitbull, but like I've always just been straight, just Floyd, and then it was Earl, and then Tank, because I got Tank from Floyd. But yeah, I was just Floyd and Earl.
Okay, boom. How you feel about you gotta know about that. The Terrence and Canelo, you know about that?
Yeah, Canelo, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Who you feel like going? No. I'm gonna ask this first. Okay, who you feel like gonna win in the rematch that's coming up this August? They not promoting this shit. I don't know why, but Javante and Lamont Roach.
Woo! Hey, I spoke on this. So I watched that match because
I'm finna speak.
I'm gonna speak. So look, Tank thought it was just another match. He thought it was another Frank Martin.
I don't think it was that.
He waited too long. And then now I don't think Tank took a knee because he was hurt. I think it really was because it probably, Tank probably, Roach probably, got him in his, eye or whatever.
Nah, it was he wasn't hurt like you said. His shit got in his eye. I'm not even finna be biased on this.
Because as soon as he came back in that round, and he was throwing him. He was throwing Tank.
He won that round,
but he didn't have enough time, bro. And then Lamont was kind of like standing his ground, and it was not enough time in that match. But I ain't gonna lie, bro. I think a rematch, bro. If Tank does what Tank need to do, bro, I think Tank can end that. But you never know. That fight could go either way.
Okay.
Tank a little scared too. Tank a little scared of Roach. Tank's always,
listen.
What they take
always a little nervous.
Little nervous. He even said it before Ryan. It was Frank Martin. He was nervous before these fights.
No, I don't think Frank. I think it was Rolly. I think because it was after the fight. He said Rolly could punch hard. Ryan, he said that he was nervous because he didn't seen Ryan drop with that left hook that quick, So, and I get that. If y'all getting in the ring, bro, and that's one thing. Guess what? We were just talking about earlier. He be himself. He don't try to play that. Oh, I'm too macho, man. I'm this. He knows what he feels. He accept what he feels. He accept all the emotions that he feeling, so he can go into the ring accepting them emotions and be able to, But guess what? Imagine if he wasn't. Imagine if he was acting like this big tough guy, like, oh yeah, I ain't scared of this. I ain't nervous of this. I don't give a fuck. He ain't gonna knock nobody out. He got to go in that ring and prove that, So he gonna try to go in the ring like he not scared. Like, oh yeah, I was talking all this, so I gotta show it. that when it goes to put on the table for him to show it, he could get too machi with it, and next thing you know, he left that chin open. And guess what? He getting hit with that left hook. You feel me? And Ryan would have put him on the canvas rather than him expressing that. You know, he nervous. He didn't seen people. He didn't seen this guy drop people. Like he didn't seen this guy put somebody to sleep in less than 0.3 seconds. You know, like he didn't seen it. So guess what he can do when he go in there now? He can protect that chin. He can get low. He can go. You know, he can do it, go in that, and people be like, well, nah, he said he was nervous of that. So that's probably why he was real protective of that chin and real, like, patient and real, not just going in there like he macho man and finna knock somebody out. He was real patient, even though he knocked him out in the second round, but he was still patient on it, you know? But, like, even with that, like, the Lamont Roach fight, I feel like, I don't know if you've seen these clips. He was smoking before. He was smoking. Javante was smoking before this. It's a lot of stuff that he was going through legal-wise. I don't know if it's right before, but during training, he wasn't taking training serious. He admitted that. Even Lamont made it known to everybody that he wasn't taking training serious. Lamont knew before all of us. So he wasn't taking training serious. You can see it. Like, you say, like, he waited too long, but that's your observation of seeing that wasn't Tank. Because, you know, Tank he'll wait and then attack. Tank don't wait too long. He wait, then attack. So the fact that he wait, because he did wait too long.
Because ultimately, like round 5, 6, you're gonna start backing up the Tank.
Yeah, exactly. He didn't have that kill, and then they say he didn't even know what round it was. Because you know, and look, he made this noticeable to me. He said they need to bring the girls back who do the little round thing. Because he said he didn't even know that it was the 11th round or some shit like that. But I was like, damn, I forgot about that. Girls did used to do that. Like, they stopped doing it. But like, this is no excuse. You know, like I say, blame everything on him. That's his fault. If he lost, he lost. But I'm going to give him the excuse of, but this, y'all going to say this is a bad excuse, but he just won himself. That's why he lost that fight. Yeah, he won himself. And as long as he don't give himself that's your fault. You went into the ring and you did all that, and that was your mental. Like, if you lost that, you would have lost it fair and square. But that just wasn't Tank. And anybody who watched that fight could see that. Like, and I don't think he underestimated him. Like, I feel like, because before the fight, you know, they used to train together. They grew up together. Like, so before the fight. Exactly. Some people, hey, I ain't trying to put this, I'm putting it into the air, y'all. I was finna say I ain't trying to put, but it's getting put into the air. Some people say that he kind of held back a little bit because of that. I was his partner. He wanted to give him some light. But I don't think that. I don't think that. Yeah. I feel like Roach grew up with him. So it's like, we could be the best fighters in the world. He could be knocking niggas out. And I could be putting niggas on their pockets. I could be literally putting people to sleep the first round every time. But since he know me, it's going to be less fear. We grew up together. It's going to be less fear of him. Oh, no, I grew up. I'm going to go in here. You know, so I feel like Roach had that, Tank, I know you. Like, I didn't spar with you thousands of times. I didn't been in the ring with you, like us being teenagers growing up. Like, literally, not, you know, they in two different states, DC and Baltimore, but it's still like they right next to each other. So it's like, you feel me? We didn't grew up together, so it's less fear. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like, your big brother could be putting niggas on their pockets, but guess what? You be the first one yelling, no, let me get in the gloves with him, because that's your big brother. So it's like, that was not saying that Tank is big brother, but like, it was on some stuff like, yeah, you the top dog, but I grew up with you. Like, nigga, I ain't finna back down. Like, he was kidding him too, and Roach wasn't backing down. Like, so I feel like Roach came with his A game, and Tank came with like just his depression and his emotions and everything he was going through. And it showed in the ring. Roach fought his best fight, and Tank fought his worst fight. So that goes to give his answer that I agree with. If Tank do what he need to do in the next one, like it's Tank. For sure. Okay. No.
Going to sleep.
Exactly. So what about Canelo and Terrence? This is a good one. Because, you know, I don't know if you know too in tune on this, but Terrence moved up in weight.
Yeah, like multiple weight classes.
Yeah.
Like that.
And he only fought one at middleweight. And Terrence, you barely won. Hey, we got some beef with you. Yeah, you know, we Dallas. This is Dallas. So for sure, hey, I ain't gonna cap. I'm biased on this fight. I fought with Canelo. But I wanted you to lose the last one. I've been hating on you, Terrence. I've been hating on you. I ain't gonna cap. What you? You're a great fighter, family. You're a great fighter. You got great skill. You did what you had to do. You beat Earl fair and square. I seen a podcast recently with Daryl. What's his name? Derek James. My bad, y'all. I seen a podcast recently with Derek James, you know, Earl Spence trainer, and he said that he don't even think it's from the wreck. I personally think that it's from the wreck. They brought up his last two fights before you and said he did fabulous, so it couldn't be the wreck. But I still think it was him smoking before the match and the Earl. Yeah, he was hot. You seen how he went in there, but yeah. And then we gonna make excuses, nigga. We might not make excuses for ourselves, but we're going to make excuses for our people, you feel me? So, yeah, that's just what that is. But yeah,
He was hanging out with Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson and Big X Plug. I ain't saying Yellow Bees and all them. We ain't putting that on y'all, but we don't know what y'all did. We don't know what he did, but yeah, for sure. You feel me? I feel like it was direct, but you still beat him fair and square because he accepted the contract. That's what it is. And from that fight, I seen you were an amazing fighter. But I told people, I ain't gonna even lie to you. Like, Earl, you was never one of my like just top 5 boxers. You was always good to me. I always looked at you great. But you guys, my girlfriend, I said, Terrence got a big chance of beating him. He got a real big chance. Like, Earl would surprise me if he beat Terrence. I did say that. And he still got me hating on you. But I told my girl that, but I said we going for Earl because he from the city, like that's just what it is. Like we stick together in Texas. That's what it is. So I already kind of seen how that can play. I didn't think it was gonna be that bad. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't think it was gonna be that bad. But after that fight, Terrence, I'm not gonna lie. I wanted you to lose against Manadroff. What's his name? Madradroff. The second fight, the dude that you fought at middleweight, I wanted you to lose to him. This fight, I want you to lose, bro. Like, I want you to get done like you worse than what you did, Earl. That's just what it is. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I'm biased, bro. I'm biased on this fight. I want you to lose. Everybody going for. I'm seeing people from Texas go for you. I ain't gonna speak on I don't know if it's like a Mexican like black thing, but. I'm seeing people like no, I'm going for Terrence. I got Terrence. I'm not going for Terrence. I don't do the racial shit. I don't do the Mexican versus no. Like I do how I feel. Yeah, exactly. That's a real big thing. So like I go off how I feel, like for sure. And I want Canelo to whoop your ass for what you did to my boy. That's what it is. After that, bro, I wish you the best. I wish you success in all of your next fights if you want to fight. But Canelo, you know what to do to him. No bull, because he retired my boy Earl. Earl tried to get them big fights. They said, hell no, boy, you got to start over. Earl ain't trying to do that.
Oh, really?
He tried. He got in the ring with that champion, and he was like, oh, I got him next. And then Terrence posted a Twitter post like, nah, that ain't how it worked. You got to work your way back up again. And like, he didn't even get that fight with Brody. So it was a skinny dude. I didn't know the dude that he was calling out, but it was a champion. Like,
but also Earl was in that car accident.
Yeah, that's what we were speaking on. Yeah, for sure. Like, I feel like when he flew out that car, and that's what I was talking about, Derek James. Derek James said he don't think the car accident had nothing to do with it. That's his head trainer. That's his coach. I think it did, bro. Like, you could tell how he moved. Like, when we're back in 1, 2, 3. Like, I done been in a car accident back in 2021. Not as big as his, not flying out the car, not none of that. But it was a major accident, you feel me? I thought I was dead, all that. Not as major as Arrows. So this goes to show, I've been stretching since then. I still deal with pain. Like, I still deal with pain to this day. It done got a lot better. It was a moment where, like, I would literally, like, wake up and get emotional, depressed, like, because I would get up and be sore. Like, I would feel like a 60-year-old man, you know? And it'll be on some stuff where I was like, damn, like, like, I'm young, feeling like this is going to ever get better. But I, didn't give up. And I'm, way better, you feel me? I done stretched a lot, but I just did that and still felt like instant pain, but I done been living with it for 3 years, going on 4, to the point to where it's kind of natural now, and it's better than the pain I was feeling. So anything is better than what I was feeling. So that goes to say, what I'm trying to explain is him getting that big ass wreck, and I know he do all them therapy sessions. He put the bottles on his back and stretch and do all. That ain't gonna heal at all, bro. That he is not gonna be the same fighter I'm telling you, I was not in as big as wreck as Earl Spence, and I'm still dealing with the pain, stretching every day. I looked up all the stretches I had to do. I went to therapy. I went to the chiropractor. I did all that. They gave me a sheet. Both of them did. Therapy and the chiropractor gave me a sheet of how I need to be stretching. I do all them stretches today. It has helped. It has got better, but I still feel pain to this day. Exactly. Exactly.
Kind of like, yeah.
And Terrence, like, we don't do no hating. We don't do no fly. I'm hating on you to want you to lose, but we don't do no hating on your skill, bro. Terrence got the best counter punching. He got one of the best. So Earl dealing with that wreck, when he swing and come in, he not gonna be able to move back quick enough for Terrence speed. Yeah. Terrence speed. When he got dropped in the second round? He got dropped in the second round. You seen it. He couldn't pull back. He lunged in. Terrence, this is not because of the wreck. Terrence probably would have still hit him, but because he got great counter punches, bro. You got to give it to him. He probably would have still hit him, but I don't think he would have fell off his balance. I don't think that he would have got a clean hit as he did from Earl moving back. Yeah, he would. Yeah, exactly. Little tap, little chin, little knit. It was on some stuff to where Earl couldn't move back in time, and he got him. And then not only that, like I said, bro, I'm dealing with spine pain to this day. Nigga, he's gonna fall on his ass, bro. Like, cause that wreck was 10 times worse than what I was in. So, bro, he wasn't gonna be able to take that. But Canelo, I got Canelo, bro.
But if Terrence pulled this off,
If he do.
He number one pound for pounder. I'm looking at him in history books, bro.
For sure.
I'm looking. If he pull off, if you going up weight classes to pull off beating Canelo.
And you want to know what the thing is? I feel like it's a big chance he could lose this, for sure. But I feel like it's also a good chance. Like, this is the chance that I feel like Canelo got on. But I feel like it's a chance. Not even this. It's like this. See how I see this. That he can win. Especially if it go to distance. If it goes to distance, he can win. Now, if he knock Canelo out, I ain't gonna cap. You got it, because Canelo got a chin. He got hit by Triple G like I don't know how many times. And still stood up. So if you could put this big boulder on his pockets, you got it.
Coming up weight classes, because you got to understand, Terrence, he's strong for 145,
Yeah.
142. He's strong. Once he start blowing up, man, that strength don't carry the same. But
And it showed in his last fight. If you ain't seen that, go watch it. It showed in his last fight, and that fight could have went either way.
Canelo used to getting punched by dudes his size, so
And not even his size. Canelo moved up too, and he's putting these niggas on his pocket. Canelo is putting niggas on his pockets, and he's in a higher weight class too. He got adjusted. Canelo is not that big. He literally adjusted to that weight class. Now that's his weight class. Now everybody know he's naturally there. Like, he's that's just him. That's his weight. But before he did all that work to get up there, Canelo wasn't that big. That's how you think he was fighting when he fought Mayweather at 147? I think he fought Mayweather at 147.
Yeah, you right. Yeah, he fought Mayweather when he was 23, right? Canelo was 23?
I don't know the age, but probably so. Yeah, real young. But
he got Floyd.
yeah. Floyd did him the right way.
That's,
Exactly.
He lost, but that's
Yeah.
history, bro.
Exactly. And he learned from that. And he learned from that fight. So it's like, it's on some stuff to where, bro, he moved up that weight and was still able to put people until he moved up to Beevil, and Beevil didn't. But he moved up to that weight, and he was able to put people on their pockets. He was able to have these big guys running from his power. So him doing that, and Terrence, you barely got, you think you won flawlessly, but you barely got past your last fight. That's not even a weight class. You moved up one weight class to that weight class. Now you moving up again to this weight class. You gonna feel them hoes. You gonna feel them. You gonna feel them bitches. I'm telling you, you gonna feel them. And you just better be prepared, because you are a great boxer. Both of y'all are great. I seen both of y'all going back and forth talking about who was great and who was good. I feel like both of y'all are great boxers, so it's gonna be a sight to see. And y'all gonna give me a time worthwhile watching that shit. I'm gonna be happy watching that shit.
Oh, yeah.
No bullshit. I'm gonna be loving watching that. But Javante, I wish the best for you too. I know you're gonna win the next fight. Hope your mental good. I hope everything going good with your emotions and everything you're going through. I know you say you want to quit boxing and disappear, but you can't have that mindset going into this next fight, family. You cannot have that. If you're gonna continue to box, do what you need to do. I will never stop. I'm gonna be sad because I'm gonna miss watching you, but do what you need to do for whatever you feel like the route your life need to go in that, in that certain turn. But if you gonna accept this other boxing match, you gotta do what you gotta do in that boxing match as well. I ain't gonna cap, family. I get it. Then you can do whatever you need to do after that. But you got something coming up, and you already, kind of fucked up the Floyd shit that I had planned for you. You feel me? You got a draw on your record board. On the record, so it's like,
man, I ain't gonna lie, that drop, man.
Yeah, it hurt. Yeah, I was like, damn.
It's like, now you gotta go beat him in fashionable style. So then, like, when we look at your record, like, we just pretend it's
zero. But Floyd got, and I feel like Floyd was happy. I know you was happy. You don't want nobody to beat your record. You don't want nobody to beat it.
He wanted Tank to lose, even when Tank was with him.
Yeah, when he fought that, I know you talking about that for that world championship, Prajaja.
Yeah. He wanted Tank. Yeah, Tank said that.
Beat that nigga ass because he was messing around with Yaya. Tank said this, so this is out of Tank. I don't know if they were actually messing around though, so that I don't know about all that. Yeah, but I know that was that's
That's YoungBoy baby mom.
Yeah. She in love with that nigga, boy. She still posts videos of his song to this day. Like she posted one like probably 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago. I'm like, boy.
YoungBoy different.
Yeah, exactly. Your boy got it made, bro. He got it made, bro. Like his wife, he got a whole wife, bro. And like, but that's what it is. You gotta, people be talking about the 50-50, the 8, no, it's whatever is good for y'all. It ain't no 50-50. It's whatever works for y'all. So if his wife allows him to dibble and dabble with different, because it was on the live, I seen that one girl said that niggas still be fucking his baby mamas or some shit. That ain't none of our business, but we gonna move aside from that, then get back to the point of his wife. If that's the case, if she cool with it, bro, she cool with it. That's just how it goes. She cool with it, bro. Like, I ain't gonna speak about, but like, yeah, you find your girl that's cool with it, bro. Thumbs up, no bull. Like, let it go, let it happen. I'll be like, they be like, ain't he married? Don't he got a wife? If she cool with it, she cool with it. And he probably being himself. He probably being honest. So guess what? He found the girl that's okay with that. Y'all be trying to be, like we spoke on so many times in this podcast, trying to be your authentic self so you can find not only your audience, but even the person you want to be with. Because if you being somebody else and you get a person that figure that you being, they fall in love with that person, not you. So eventually it's going to get draining. It's going to get tiring. It's going to get to a point where you feel like your energy is being drained every second you with them. It's going to eventually fall off. 9 times out of 10, you tell a girl how you really feel and how you look at life and how you want to do life, she going to be with it, bro. I ain't going to cap. Like, they going to be with it, bro. For sure.
You really just got to be real.
Exactly.
It do get draining trying to uphold who you not.
Exactly.
A different image of who you trying to, fake persona of who you trying to play to be.
Exactly. And everybody gonna do that in the beginning. Now, if you playing a role, that's gonna get draining. You gonna fucking crash off the ship. You feel me? You gonna fall off the ship for sure. You gonna go overboard. But we also get caught into you still being yourself, but you're showing the best version of yourself in the beginning. Like, you don't show nothing else but the best version of yourself. You don't show that version of you who might not feel like taking that out right there. You don't show, you probably hop up soon as, and that's okay in the beginning. But at some point, you gotta start showing even your flaws too, not purposely, but just, okay, this is what I feel like doing right now. This is what I feel like being right now. This is what I feel like saying right now, and doing it, and not just trying to find the stuff to say that they want you to hear. I mean that you want them to hear. I just want to say the stuff that I feel like they want to hear. I want to say this. I want to do this. I want to do that. You're gonna end up going overboard still, and you can still be being your authentic self. But at some point when you doing that, you're gonna get codependent, and it's gonna really just lead you off the hill, like just, I'm trying to be this person that they need me to be. I'm trying to, even though you're doing it in a certain way to where you still being yourself, you still gotta accept them flaws and kind of show those as well. Not to just, you got to deal with this. Certain flaws you show, and it allows you to grow from it. It allows you to work on it naturally, even with your partner. 9 times out of 10, if that's the one for you, she gonna help you work through that. He gonna help you work through that, and y'all gonna grow through it together. But just trying to be that perfect person and trying to be that best version of yourself, and it's still you, but it's the best version of yourself can get draining sometimes. Like, it's all about showing those flaws and them scars as well, to actually heal from them, to actually grow from them, to be that best version of yourself naturally, to be that best version of yourself comfortably, not the best version of yourself when y'all first meet. Because I'm not gonna tell nobody to show your flaws and be this. No, like, be the best version of yourself when you first meet. Show them the best, the best qualities, so they can see what you coming with in the beginning, but not faking it. That's not faking it. That's just showing them your best side. You don't want to come in and automatically just show them your flaws, but at some point, start being yourself. Start telling them what you deal with. Start telling them what you overcome, and start telling them what you have a hard time with. And not just naturally just saying it out your mouth, but also showing, and that's telling as well. So, like, just showing them, but not intentionally, but intentionally. Just naturally being yourself, because you're going to drive yourself off board trying to be the best version of yourself 24/7. You ain't going to never grow from the things that you need to grow from trying to be the best version of yourself. Like, and key word, I'm saying trying. You could be the best version of yourself. I'm not saying that, but if you're trying to be the best version of yourself, that's going to get draining. For sure.
With life, chasing these dreams, we can get distracted. We can have just things going on. We could be having just real mental things going on. So what are some things that you do to kind of ground yourself when you're going through hard times?
Sit in it. Literally sit in the misery. A lot of times we try to get up and move and distract ourselves and try to, find different things that we can put our mind on so we can run away from the problems that we're going through. So if I ever go through something, or I go through a hard time or a certain blockage or a certain drop, everybody got the climax and then the falling action. You feel me? If I'm ever going through a falling action, and let's say it's a bad one, I sit in it. I sit with myself. I ask myself certain questions. I answer the certain questions that, people don't want to answer, and it's not easy. I still have my times where I try to avoid certain things. I still have my times where I try to find a different answer for something, but a lot of times you got to accept that answer that you feeling in that moment, because everything is momentarily. It ain't gonna last for that. You would think, this answer can be the rest. If I feel this way, it could be this for the rest of the time that I'm here, rest of life. But it's not always like that. It's on some stuff to where when you accept what you're feeling in the moment, you're able to make that change then. But when you're just trying to find a different answer, I know it can't be this, or no, I'm not feeling this, or I'm not feeling that, you're gonna prolong yourself in a certain emotion or a certain feeling way longer than you need to. I look in the mirror, bro. I ask myself questions. You feel me? I meditate for sure. Like meditation is key. For sure, I write down in notebooks on how I'm feeling and I answer the question. Literally, like I write down something that I got a question about. Like, oh, damn, well, like it could be, why am I feeling like this and I used to feel like this, or why don't I get up and do this no more when I used to do this? Like it could be the smallest things, and I pay attention to everything that I used to do and that I don't do in the present time. I look at every situation and how I handle it. I catch them emotions too. Like I'll be sitting somewhere, boom. And then let's say I get a random emotion, like if it's about doing something, if I got to get up and do something, if I'm asked a certain question, if I'm, if it sends a certain to your chest, I catch it. Okay, why did I feel this? What did they just ask me? What did I just do? What did I just have to do that made me feel this? Okay, why did I feel this? Was I okay with this before, or have I always felt this way? You feel me? And I just asked me them certain questions, and a lot of times, bro, the answer be right in front of your face. Like you get the answer right then and there. What I'm really learning how to do though, I'm not just gonna sit here and make it. It's sitting with it though. I said sitting with it. That's the first thing I said because that's what I'm mainly learning what to do. Because it's like a lot of times, bro, we try to get up because when you sit, like I'm literally like not no mentally, not no metaphoric. I'm talking about just sit down in silence and just sit just like this. It's gonna hit you. Gonna hit you. I bet you anybody going through depression try to sit down in silence right now, and I bet you're gonna get up and walk around. Just even if you gotta walk around this, but you're gonna try to get up and walk around because you're running from your thoughts. You're running from your emotions. You gotta sit with it, bro. You gotta sit with it. It's gonna get better. And that's the main thing that you gotta stick to. Always be appreciative of the hard times where you feel stuck, where you feel depressed. And a lot of times we get depressed mixed up with compressed. We looking at it from a negative point of view. So we look at depression as a sign of like, oh, but you really just compressed, bro. You just got to look, okay, like I'm stuck. I'm not getting something. I'm not comfortable in this certain situation. Like, what can I learn from it? How can I grow from it? You're just compressed. But when you do nothing about it, it becomes depression, and you just sit in it. You start looking at it like compression. You feel me? Because you allow yourself to grow from it, and then not only that, be happy about it. Because I'm like, okay, I'm going through the stage that I don't think about. I'm going through the stage that I just want to have fun. I just want to be happy. But since I'm going through this, I know it's gonna get brighter. The tunnel gonna get brighter. The tunnel gonna get lighter. I'm happy of the fact that I'm able to go through this right now because I know it's gonna get better, rather than me just being happy 24/7. And if y'all know how life works, I'm not trying to manifest this on nobody. I'm not trying to put this in nobody's life, but y'all know it's ups and downs. Y'all know it's ups and downs. So if you having fun, it's gonna be another point where you down. So whenever you down, accept it and be appreciative of, okay, I'm going through the down point. What can I learn from this? What is God trying to show me? What is the universe trying to show me that I need to learn right now to get me ready for the next step? And just always have the mindset of, I'm gonna get through this. It's gonna get better. That's the main thing too. Like, it's gonna get better. You keep yourself in something. I don't know if it's gonna get better or not. I don't know if I'm gonna stay. I don't know if this is gonna change. And a lot of people be afraid of change. I'll be ready for any change I gotta make. Still learning how to be ready for it, but I'll be ready for it. No bullshit. I'm still learning how to be ready for it, but I'll be ready for it. I just tell myself that in my head, like, whatever change that come with this, I got to be ready for it and accept anything that it put me through. And it just allowed me to just deal with them situations a lot better. It allowed me to deal with them situations way much better, just going through them certain moments and them certain feelings and emotions, and just always knowing that I got to accept anything that come with it, answer any question that come with it, and really just sit with it and feel the emotion, properly grieve, properly feel what you need to feel, and growing from it, because it's going to get better. I used to go through certain shit and just be afraid of not being able to come up from it. And I felt like that made it more scary. Your mind can make things a lot more scary than what it is. Just sending yourself certain different thoughts and different questions and different, not even just the answers. It'd be the questions that you have. And it'd be the answers it'd be the answers to the questions that might not even be the answer sometimes, but you just send them, and your mind can scare you way more than what the situation really is sometimes. And you just got to be able to accept the fact that you're not your thoughts. You are not your thoughts. You are way more than your thoughts. Your thoughts can create your emotion. Your thoughts can create how you feel and create how you move within life, and damn near create your reality. But you are not your thoughts. So you can have so many different thoughts go through your head. Just allow yourself to know, like, whatever this lead me to is going to be right for me. And I just got to accept everything that comes with it. I know it sounds harsh, but when you really accept that like that feeling and just, just going through it, it gets easier. It gets easier for sure. But some things, you got to grow from, and then once you get through it, you're gonna be happy. Like a lot of it's stuff right now that I remember going through, like, and I was just like, I can't have this change. I don't even want to go through this. I wish I never went through this. Like, oh my gosh, like why did this happen in my life? I was just having fun. Like, oh my gosh, like damn, like, and now that I'm through it, I appreciate it. I'm glad I went through that. It made me 10 times stronger. I learned so much from it, and I wouldn't take it back today. And then once you start looking at every situation that is gonna end up like that, it's gonna end up to a point to where you can be like, I'm glad I went through that. You're going to appreciate every downfall that you go through because it's going to make the upbringing way much harder. You're going to go 10 times more farther and 10 times more harder than you ever went before.
I like that you brought up just being able to sit down and process your feelings, being able to sit down with your emotions and what's going on, because that's what we do a lot of times when we meet these hard emotions is we want to stay busy, keep going.
Hey, boss, you think you got some extra shifts for me? Oh, God. No bull, like, shit.
Just staying busy,
exactly.
Bro. Like, we just work. We don't ever give ourselves just time to process things, and that's when we notice that years start to go by, and it's like, whoa.
Exactly.
Time went by fast. I'm 22 years old now.
Exactly.
18 yesterday. So it's like time went by so fast when you don't process things. So I think that's really just important. Just sitting down, like you say, physically sitting down with your emotions, and a lot of people can't do it. Like even me, sometimes I'll get up and just start pacing and things like that with your, but really just being able to sit down with your thoughts and process them is how we grow from. Because we all go through things, and the hard things is we got to be happy when we go through these hard
Exactly.
things. He chose us to go through these things. We going through these things to get stronger, and at the end of the day, you look at it, we get through these storms. These storms pass. Before you just stress on something, ask yourself, is this problem going to affect you 5 years from now?
Exactly. And your problems lead you to your purpose. No bull. So your problems always lead you to your purpose, man. Like, exactly. For sure. But I've been saying that saying for the longest. Your problems lead you to your purpose. Your problems your problems shape you. Your problems make you. Do not let them break you. Always do not let them break you, bro, because we all go through it. Like, you got, and it's fucked up because he has a great dad. I don't know how, but I don't know how it's been. But back in the past, growing up, I seen that. It looked like he had a good dad. But
yeah, great dad.
Yeah. Sometimes they don't know how to deal with their emotions, they damn self. Like they were never taught, So like, we didn't really just have the structure to be able to like learn how to deal, and women too, because the women, they didn't deal with their emotions the right way either. And I still cut our generation some slack because we do got social media, we do got the internet, we can research a lot of stuff. Like, you catch yourself researching, why do I feel like this? Can you overcome and AI would just map it out for you now. You feel me? And then you can, even if it ain't just what you directly need, they can steer you in a path of what you could be feeling, the symptoms that you could be. And it ain't even just necessarily sickness, but it's real life symptoms of thoughts and emotions going through you. You feel me? And it can steer you in the right path to like overcoming that. And the older generation didn't have that. They didn't have the media that we had. They've been going off, off of generational curse and generational ways of dealing with it the wrong way, you feel me? So we didn't really just have that structure to be able to know how to deal with our emotions. So just coming up, like, we had to real life steer this right our own self and learn how to deal with it our own way. And I feel like my generation really taking account and really trying their hardest just to accept their emotions and not find ways to deal with it. Like, if you realize the older generation found ways to deal with it and not really deal with it. Like, if that makes sense. They found ways to deal with it, but it ain't dealt with. Like, we trying to find ways to deal with it so it can be dealt with and we can overcome it and we can really just, for sure.
It also come with the stigmas too of mental health and things like that.
Yeah.
And how, especially for guys, bro, like, even growing up, bro, like we couldn't be in school talking about our feelings. Like, you had to hold a tough image. You had to, so it's like, it's just like a lot of things that just go on with school, just society and things like that really like make it a problem, especially for black men mental health.
Yeah, for sure.
It's stigmatized, like.
And it's what they feed us, man. It's like, I don't know, y'all seen they clone Tyrone, man. Like, not even just what they feed us, but like literally, but we ain't gonna get on that. But even like the stuff that they just feed us mentally for the brain, what they put in our face, like what we grew up on, what we grew up watching, like when you real young, you think the toughest man in the room, the one who big and bad, but it's really the silent one. It's really the quiet one. It's really the one who know how to obtain his emotions. It's really the one who a man could walk in this room and he like, yeah, and he could just sit there and like, just wait, okay. You know, and if something pop off, then he could defend himself. Not the man who we thought growing up, the man was the toughest, the man walking. And people gonna try to play it like, oh, they didn't. But we all thought this was the toughest man at one point. So let's say a nigga walk in this room yelling and stuff, and the man get up, no, shut your bitch ass up, you ain't finna come in this room, and he get on that same level with him. But so we just, like he was saying, like going to school and thinking that we had to be tough and we had to show this image and we weren't able to show our emotions and show them certain sides to us that, you know, we really needed help on or we really affected us in our day-to-day life, you feel me? So we just went out through our whole life carrying them traumas, carrying them emotions and thinking that we dealt with them until it's a certain situation that put us back in that emotion, that put us back in that trauma, you know, state. And we realized, damn. And guess what it is? It's like, during that point in time when we was a kid, since we held it down so long, when we get to this point, it's 10 times worse now. So when it's hit us in our face, it damn near caused you to shake. You, damn, nah. But you thinking that you got to play this tough act all the time. But guess what? You mentally get tired of playing that. You mentally realize you get tired of playing that and you feel defeated at points. And it's just like, nah, like, you got to really just go within and accept any emotion that you going through. Like, no bull, like. We all got feminine energy inside of us. You just got to know how to use it as a man. Look it up. We all got feminine energy inside of us. All of us, both genders. They don't got masculine. I mean, they act like it sometimes. But we come from a woman, bro. That's just gonna be natural. Like our chromosomes are X and Y, and their chromosomes are double X's. What comes after X? What comes after X? Y. So we come from a woman, X, Y, and our Y is kind of smaller than their double X's. Like, yeah, so we're going to have that feminine emotional side to us. It's all about how we know how to endure it and react to it.
I mean, I just enjoy the experience regardless. Like even just the experience, just learning. Like, I appreciate every step of the way. Like, real talk. I don't give a fuck. This was never to be published. Like, going. Like, bro, you just doing this shit. Like, it's like a conversation, bro. Yeah, for sure. I'm fucking that shit. That's why a nigga be like really just taking in the whole moment and taking in, like, even just questions, just really just within myself. Like, right now, I'm practicing within myself and asking myself certain questions within. And while you giving me questions, like, okay, Jay, how did you do that? Okay, Jay, how do you feel? Like, yeah, just learning from every situation from this shit. So shit really works out on me. You still gotta kick it a little bit?
Yeah, we can kick it out of there for sure. Oh, God, he said, oh, hell yeah, the thing hard, man. I'm flat. Oh, yeah, we done? Yeah, that bullshit. Oh, really? It's recording. We in there.
What is something that people misunderstand about being a rapper?
People take this route like when they got nothing else to do. Like, you know, when they feel like, oh, they don't know what to do, let me just do music because it's easy. Music is not easy. A lot of people that take this route because of that end up quitting, end up either getting lucky and blowing up off a certain thing or end up quitting. Like, so the dedication and the work ethic and actually learning and actually the stuff that you got to do, like while doing music and just, you know, growing from everything and literally having to come up with a different rap, like literally speak on a beat. Like we have to speak on a beat for people to enjoy it. Like a 2 minute, 3 minute, 4 minute, 5 minute, whatever, however long the beat is, and say stuff that people want to listen to. Take the time out their day to listen to. So I feel like a big misunderstanding on music is people get into it when they don't know what to do and they just trying to find something to do and just a quick, because music is not easy. Like you ain't gonna last in this game if you think music is easy and you think you just don't know what to do and you finna hop in this and, oh yeah, just to say you doing something. No, you holding yourself back. Because if there's something you don't really want to do and you ain't dedicating and putting your time in and your energy and your emotions and your feelings and all that, like this ain't for you. Like I'm telling you, you're going to be wasting your time. Like you literally going to waste 2-3 years of doing something that you just think, oh, I can do this, so I can say I'm doing something, or I'm not, you know, like I don't got shit going, or I don't know what I want to do, so I can just do music and say that, you know, I got something going. Like, no, you're going to be having a lot of time going by with you doing this bullshit right here, because it comes with a lot. Like, and also he asked me on like just the struggles as well, and the struggles is like support, bro. Like support for sure, because people see somebody that they know trying to do something and they don't see it for themselves. They don't have that same drive in themselves. They can't see it for no one else. Oh, how you doing? He ain't gonna make it nowhere. A lot of people think it's pointless. A lot of people think that, you know, that he ain't gonna get nowhere, or this ain't gonna go nowhere. So they don't think to support it. They don't think to, oh, I don't like this, so, you know, I don't like this right here. But they don't have that thought that maybe somebody else could like this, so let me still support it. You know, and we don't ask for everybody's support. You do not got to support this shit. You don't got to, you know, but some people who actually like the song will still might not even support it because they feel like it's pointless of what we doing. You feel me? And just really just getting an engagement, like getting engagement on this shit. And I just showed you my streams then, but like, yeah, that's over. That's since 2020. That's, you know, that's a long ass time. So it took me a little minute to get there. Now, mind you, people still been doing music and only got like 8,000 streams. So like, that's still like something to be appreciative of. And I appreciate all the support I get. But as far as just the struggle, like you ain't making no money off this. Like I make money off my music, but it's still like no money off this shit. So like, and certain people not making a dime at all. Like, you know, so you got to go and keep on making songs, keep on dedicating, keep on getting the studio equipment, and you can make it on your phone, but you still got to come out of some amount of money if you want to get somewhere. You still got to get the music videos. You still got to get the promotions. You still got to get yourself played in certain places. And I don't know if that could be free or it could cost you money, whatever the case may be. You still got to come out some either money or your energy. And if you coming out money, you still coming out energy. So you coming out energy regardless. So like, it's real life just trying to make yourself away, especially when you independent. Like when you don't got nobody on your side, when you don't got a team, when you don't got people to orchestrate certain things for you and put it into place, and you just follow out the the game plan. Like when you got to make the game plan yourself, put yourself into place. You got to make all these opportunities for yourself. Keep on making music and putting in certain people places. It's a lot that come with this music shit. It's a lot. Like it is not easy. It is not fun. Like when you doing what you really want to do, people think that, oh, and like you having fun, it ain't really just like it's real life harder than a job. A job is easy. I don't care how. You could work harder at it. No, I don't even think you could work harder. Yeah, it could be probably more stressful just mentally because it's something that you don't want to do. It could be more stressful on your body, whether you work in a warehouse or something like that. But I'm telling you, if you're doing what you really want to do, that's more stressful than anything. Don't allow it to be able to stress you out, but it still can get very stressful. But it's all about, like we were speaking on earlier, how you deal with it and how you obtain it, and you just go moving forward with it. But just more so just struggles, getting the support, getting people to take you serious, getting your music out there, getting people to listen to it. Cause somebody can listen to your song, bro, and like hear that it's hard. And I don't blame them for this. Like they'll hear that it's hard, and they would like, it just don't cross their mind to listen to it again. Like, oh, I'm finna play my boy Fendi again, or I'm finna click this. So to really get, exactly. So to get people to really just to listen to your stuff repetitive, because you hear good songs every day. You can't blame them. They hear good songs every day, and they don't just do that with us. They do that with big artists too. They hear a good song and won't play it, but it's more natural for them to play somebody again that's well known, because it's just a certain steez to it. I don't know how to put it, but y'all know what I'm talking about. If it's a certain, it could be Playboy Cardi, bro. It could be a certain song that, it might not even be all that, but you playing Cardi and you think, oh, not everybody might like this song, but I fuck with this song by Cardi, so let me play it back to back to back. But let's say if it's a song like that with me or somebody that's local around, it ain't gonna be that same type of like aura around it. So it's gonna be on some shit like, yeah, that's cool, or oh, this good, or I fuck with this. But it ain't gonna be something that you play continuously. It ain't gonna be something that you play around your people, or just, it's harder to get your name out. It's real hard to get your name out and just get that one song that just, you feel me? And people misunderstand that.
How do you handle the pressure from the community, your family, friends? How do you handle all that pressure when it comes to making music?
By not allowing their emotions to, I put pressure on myself. I tell somebody to their face, I'm gonna make my mama like, you ain't gonna have to work no more. I'm gonna change your life. I put pressure on myself, but in reality, I don't care about what nobody think. That's how I handle the pressure. Like even my mom, my mom could like want the best for me, or she could think, oh, he wasting his time. I don't give a fuck. Like I don't let it get to me, because like even the pressure from the community, like they don't give a fuck regardless. Nigga, a lot of them don't want, a lot of them, I won't necessarily say don't want me to make it, but a lot of them think that I ain't gonna get nowhere with this shit. Like a lot of them don't think that I'm gonna get somewhere, so it'll be on some shit like, I don't let it bother me. Like, it's all about proving myself right, and me proving myself right is gonna prove a lot of people wrong. So I just deal with it with just focusing on myself and not really getting into what everybody feeling and everybody else's emotions and how they look at things and what they expect me to go, where they expect me to go, or where, their intentions of me in this path is going to end up at. Like, I don't really just, I can look into it, but still not give a fuck. Cause like, it be on some shit like, let's say like, they like, oh yeah, you better do it. Da, 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 da. That just give me more motivation. Like I turn it into motivation. We all got the same emotions. It's all about what you turn your emotions into. And I turn all that pressure and all that, people expectations into motivation. For sure.
Have you had any times where you felt like quitting?
I never had a time where I felt like quitting, but I had the emotions of quitting. Like, I don't know how to explain it. I knew in my head I wasn't gonna quit. I knew like, no, like it's this a death. You feel me? Like that's just what it is. I look into the camera and say that it's this or death. This or death. It was still on some stuff where I had the emotions of it. You fail when you give up. You only fail when you quit. So it's like, and then I put so much dedication into this, but like if I ever get to a point where I'm like, which would never happen, but let's say I did get to a point like, okay, this ain't it. Like, like then I just had to accept that failure. But anytime of me failing while I'm still headed to where I'm going to, that can lead me to emotion to think about quitting and stuff, I just got to all look at them experiences of learning. This is a learning situation. This is a learning moment. Like, yeah, it sent me to this emotion to where I feel like quitting. Yeah, it sent me to these thoughts of like, oh, like damn, it's getting hard, you know. But at the same time, these are the moments that I need to learn from. These are the moments that I need to take in and see what I can get from it to grow from it, you know. So I just more so would say, like, in the moments where I not thought about quitting literally, but just had certain thoughts and certain emotions of quitting, I just more so look at it and learn from it, because I know, like I said earlier, what I was finna speak on, like, I know everything I've been through shouldn't give me a reason to just say, oh yeah, I'm gonna keep on going. If I ever felt like it was just like, okay, which it ain't gonna never be that, I say, okay. But what was it all for then? I put my dedication into this. I grind so hard for this. I really just try to like learn so much from this music shit and grow from this music shit to a point to where I can just really excel at a point to where when I end up where I'm trying to end up at, I'm ready for it, you know? So I wouldn't give that up for nothing. I wouldn't quit for nothing. If a thought crossed my head about quitting, I say, nigga, you being a pussy. That's what I do. Stop being a pussy. I talk shit to myself like other people talk shit to other people and he trash, he da-da-da-da, she da-da-da-da. Like, nah, like you talk shit to yourself. I bet you at work, when you sitting on that couch and you thinking about quitting, you a pussy, you finna quit, bitch ass nigga. Get up. You can't go to the gym. You thinking about sitting on that couch, you lazy motherfucker. Look at you again. Finna lay on this goddamn couch and not do shit, lazy bitch. Like, I really talk to myself disrespectful as hell. And then guess what? Nigga, that's gonna get your ass up. If it don't, then you a lazy bitch. No, and I ain't say that. You told yourself that. No bullshit.
My message here at the DCL podcast is stand for demand control your life. I originally made it with the intention of helping individuals become the best versions of themselves.
That's fine.
And constantly, finding ways to improve yourself and living up to your truest potential and who you are. And that's a message that I try to carry strong throughout, whether it's a podcast, whether it's a vlog, whatever it is. I try to carry that message throughout my art. So I say my version of art. So what would you say is, I know you shared a few messages, but what would you say is one of your main messages that you try to share within your music?
Be yourself. Learn through everything you're going through. Grow from everything you're going through. Don't floss. Don't fake to be somebody for everybody else's attention, for everybody else's approval. If people don't like you, people don't like you. If people do like you, people like you. Don't let your problems break you. Let them make you. Let them shape you up to who you need to be. And allow whatever purpose is meant for you, go strive for that. Don't give a fuck what nobody else say. It's meant for you. No bullshit. Like, this shit meant for us. Like, it's meant for you. So, oh God, like, no bullshit. Like, nigga, I feel like this shit meant for us. I got a song, like, called Us. Like, I feel like it's meant for us. Like, I'm spiritual too. So, like, I rap about my spiritual stuff too. And just having your third eye open. And third eye can be, even if you're, it ain't that, but I say I can relate to everybody. So even if, like, you being indulgent in Christianity and you just deep into that, have your third eye open into that and accept that all will come with that. Look at the world for what it is through them eyes of Christianity. Look at what the world for what it is through them eyes of Muslim, Catholic. You feel me? Like, whatever your religion is, like, but us third eye, we look at what the world for what it is just through within ourselves. Like, we get the answers from within ourselves and just look at what the world is, like, no bullshit, and go off whatever you think the world is, go off that with your purpose and let it lead you to where you need to be. No bullshit, but everybody got to have a meaning, because life have no meaning. So you give it meaning. You make your world. You make it what it is. That's the main key that we get. That's the main thing that we should. It sound pointless, but it's really a beautiful thing. Like, life have no meaning. You give it meaning. If he can sit on his couch and say, fuck life. Like, I'm finna sit back. And guess what life will become? It will become life with no meaning. But since he get up every day and give it meaning with his purpose and trying to attract what he's trying to attract and trying to get to a place to where he gets to, he's giving his life meaning. If he got a movie of his life, it's going to be, what did you say your thing was again? Demand control over your life. It's going to be a story of somebody demanding control over their life. Right now, he's telling other people to do that while he's trying to do the same thing that he's preaching. That's the main thing. That's him. That's within himself. I'm telling y'all to do what the right thing to do while I'm trying to do the same thing too. That's me. That's within myself. Be the best version of yourself. Be yourself. Grow in any situation. No bullshit. Whether it's a problem, whether it's a win, whether it's a moment where you don't know what you want to do next. It ain't a low moment or a high moment. It's one of them little moments where you just seem like you in the middle of it, a neutral moment. You feel me? Like, learn from anything you can. Like I feel like we know nothing. Like all of us know nothing. No bullshit. So you can learn so much. I go with that mindset all the time. We all know nothing, so I can learn so much. I go into a room like I know nothing. I can know a lot about something, but he might got a different point of view than I do. So let me see his point of view, and he might can teach me something. No bull. Like go around the world like you know nothing, and you'll learn it all. If you go around the world, I got a song called Mr. Know It All, but like I know that we know nothing. No bullshit. Like that's what it is. Like so I go like if you go around the world like a literal Mr. Know It All, like you won't know shit. You won't learn shit. So like yeah, go try to absorb as much as you can for sure.
Where you see yourself in 5 years, not just as an artist, but as a man overall.
Wherever life leads me. You don't even know what your next thought going to be in the next 10 minutes. No, bull, wherever life leads me. But I would say this. The world will know my name. And I will be a big music star in the next 5 years for sure. That could be next year though. That could be the next 2 years. That could be the next 3 years. But I feel like it's going to be this year. Every year, where I see myself in the next 5 years, I see myself this year. And that's every year. Because you know where you want to be in the next 5 years. Yeah. You can say where I want to be. Where I want to be in the next 5 years, I see that for myself this year. And I see myself doing what I want to do, getting paid my main income from what I want to do, you know, traveling around the world off what I want to do, having my own crib off what I want to do, and just living my life off what I want to do. And that goes to go with my purpose. That's what I want to do. And he already acknowledged what my purpose was in the beginning of this podcast. Music. Music is life. Music is me. I am music. Music is infinite, for sure.
Yeah. What does making it really mean for you?
Being free. Being free. Like, making it is... and it ain't, I know y'all say, like, oh, it's going to be problems. Like, not financial problems. Let's start there. But, like, just being free. Like, and I'm not just saying, like, on some shit like, oh, I get to go here and go. No, like, I literally get to wake up and think about what I want to do. Yeah, it's still going to be certain things that come with it where I got to go this or be here, be this for this interview, be here for this show. But I enjoy doing that. That's freedom to me. That's the lifestyle I want to live. Any lifestyle that you're living, like he could be working at a Walmart warehouse, 12-hour shifts. If that's something he genuinely want to do and he have a great time and he have an amazing time and he want to do that for the rest of his life, he's free. No matter what nobody say. This is what I love doing. I'm free. So really just being free, like when I make it to where I want to make it to, I want to see the world. I enjoy making music, so I want to be able to make a song. And it ain't even about the money. Like, I know people say this shit, but I swear to God, it ain't about the money. It's about literally like being able to look into a crowd and like rap my song and they rap it with me. And like I'm just saying words on the beat. I'm just talking and I'm changing people's lives with my words. I'm changing people's feelings and emotions and making them feel better, making them get through certain things that they're going through, making them, you feel me, get excited, get happy, you know, and just not only that, like, just being able to sit in the crowd, like I'm gonna be different when I make it. I'm like going to the crowd, like man, like I'm y'all, like I'm the same, like no bullshit. Like just being able to have so many people just show up to my show and just rock out with me, turn up to me with some stuff that I'm putting on the beat, like no bull. And like I said, see the world while doing that for sure. Living a certain place. On how I picture it, like you get your house built on acres and you get it built the way you want to build it, and you can wake up every day in it and live the life that you want to live with it. Like, you know, changing your mama life, changing your dad life, changing the people around you life, like just helping them out, like causing my mom not to stress no more, like all that shit just coming to play, like for sure, and standing on who I want to be. Like I got this thing set out for myself, like Luffy, like he want to become the king of the pirates on One Piece, like nigga, like. That's this. I look at my life like that. I'm trying to achieve my goal. No bullshit. Like, and I'm gonna become not the best rapper alive for y'all, but the best rapper alive for myself. And I'm not even just necessarily saying that like, oh, people gonna label me the best rapper alive. No, I want to label myself that, and I ain't labeling myself that until I get to where I want to get to. Y'all can call me whatever y'all want to call me. Y'all can call me try. If I get to where I want to get to, I'm the best rapper alive in my eyes. It's getting better for yourself, proving yourself wrong, proving yourself right, whichever way you look at life. No bullshit. If you think that you ain't gonna get a certain way and you think that you can't do it, or it's gonna be hard for you, prove yourself wrong. If you know where you're trying to end up and you know where you're trying to get to, prove yourself right.
When you got a mission, you got a vision, you got something you want to do, you can't let nobody stand in your way.
That's the V, the vision.
You need to be on YV.
Yeah, young visionary. Young visionary. I started it when I was a teenager, so young visionary is like we don't really go by young no more. Like it's just the V. Like we'll be like the V. Visionary. It's really visionary, like visionaries, but like we kind of. The vision, like visionary visions, young visionary, whatever you want to call it.
Where can people find you if they want to listen to your music?
I'm on all platforms. I'm on Apple Music, Spotify, TikTok, everything. YouTube. You can find me anywhere you want to find me. No bullshit. We make movies and I make motivational, spiritual, real life music, even turn up music, even like rock star music. But if you listen to what I'm saying in the song, it's still talking about something real. It's still talking about something spiritual. It's still talking about something dealing with life and obstacles that you got to overcome. It's still talking about emotions. It's still talking about getting through emotions and what you don't need to do and what you know, need to be doing. And need to be doing is being yourself. And that comes with any obstacle and any pain and any ups and any downs. No bullshit. Being yourself, you going to get through anything being yourself.
Well, that's YV Fendi here. I appreciate you popping on the podcast here today. You got anything you want to share to the audience before we head out?
Y'all subscribe to this man. He's a great man. No bullshit, man. I see this nigga putting in work every single day, man. So y'all go subscribe to him. Show him some love. You feel me? This dude handling and juggling so many different things. I'm proud of him. You know, like he said in the beginning of the podcast, he's a childhood friend. And just to be able to sit with him, like, bro, like we could like literally like walking into a class. Like we was in the same class, 5th grade.
Yeah.
We didn't know this was gonna happen. We manifested this shit, nigga. This shit is. We here today. We didn't know that was gonna happen. So to go to that, like I'm proud of him, bro. Like I'm proud of him for sure. So y'all show my boy some love. Y'all tap into him. Y'all, like he said, I'm YV Fendi. If you want to find my music, if you're interested, you feel me? You can go tap in. No bull on all platforms. YV Fendi, and I got a lot of stuff on the way. We making movies. We making music that y'all gonna enjoy, and I'm trying to get better and better each time. I'm learning and growing every second. I'm evolving every second. So it's only gonna get better from here for sure. And I got some stuff on the way this July. I'm shooting another movie. I'm finna drop like this little Drake EP or something like that. But as of right now, all my music that's out right now is out right now. Y'all go tap in.
Man, appreciate y'all for tuning in. Appreciate you vibing on the podcast.
No bullshit.
Yes,
I
sir.
fuck with
Yes,
this
sir.
shit. No bull. We out. That's fire. I fuck with that shit. I fuck with that shit.
Hell yeah. We recorded for about 2 hours.
They never in a good relationship. They can give the best relationship advice, but they never got a good relationship themselves.